see. Okay. Now I can't do it.
Ready to go.
We're not impatient. We're not impatient.
Should have been ready to go. Charles asked me 5 seconds ago to do this.
Well, I just thought of it.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Five Idiots Talking Toys, where we're five idiots and we talk about toys. Tonight, another Shameless episode. Who knows where he is? Drunk in the streets of Miami, I think. Waiting for a rescheduled flight home to New Jersey. Anyway, let's bring the guys in. Here's everybody. There's Chris, there's Charles, there's Brandon. No Shane.
Am I still muted or am I good?
We can hear you.
I think your microphone is working though.
Oh, okay. Is it
another shameless plug for our episode?
Another shameless plug.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're going through your computer's mic, honestly. Because tap your microphone.
Me?
Nothing.
Oh, Chris? You hear this one?
Yes.
Okay. I can hear that.
I hear Charles's.
Chris doesn't even have it plugged in. He's just sitting there because it looks good.
Yeah.
He's got his phone out, and the wire is hanging there.
I like talking into this thing, even though it doesn't work.
and he leans into it as if it's on.
So what's our episode about tonight, John?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think you came up with tonight's episode, right? No, we're going to be talking about ICCCON 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Havens made a big announcement yesterday.
And who
this
is
week,
Havens,
yeah.
John? Who is Michael Havens?
Michael Havens.
Yes, who is that?
He is the main administrator for ICC, the Imperial Commissary.
There you go.
And he started the ICCCON convention 5 years ago?
2018.
20 what?
18.
And now it is he's expecting it to be huge next year.
Huge.
Because he has a 91,000 square foot facility in Nashville. And apparently adjacent to the facility, there's 260 acres of camping where the Tennessee State Fair is held. So sounds like he's expecting it to be pretty big next year.
There's 3 hotels that will be working with the place, right?
Oh, is that what he said? Let's see what he said.
So
3 hotels.
we can rewind a little bit here.
Rewind.
For those of you who do not know, the ICCCON was it first started off at a small venue, and then it grew into what we all know as the Sheraton Music City Hotel near the airport in their ballroom area down on the bottom floor there. And then that evolved after this last year, 2022, with the large crowds. That evolved into what we're seeing now as the new venue, which is what John is talking about. So for those who don't know the full history, that's sort of the Cliff Notes.
Okay. So let's look at this place. This apparently is the building where it's going to be held, right?
The red circle?
The one that's circled.
Center? Huh?
The one that circled is.
The one that's circled right here?
Underneath the yellow C there's a circled building in red. That is the where the actual convention will take place.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is the press release from Michael Havens himself. It says, due to the unprecedented immediate response from vendor tables and tickets going on sale for ICCCON 2023, we have decided that the 91,000 square foot venue is not going to be nearly enough. So I went back yesterday and rented the 260 acre facility touching our building where they hold the Tennessee State Fair every year, in addition to the current venue. Keep telling your friends that ICCC truly is the future of conventions. We now have the space to accommodate all the people in the world that want to come experience the adventure. The red circle building in the picture is the original 91,000 square foot venue. So grab some pals in an RV or one of the host hotel rooms and come down to Tennessee. See you next year, May 26th through May 28th, 2023.
Well, I know that we will all be there. We already have our tickets. We already booked our hotel rooms. We are not driving.
Correct.
Definitely not driving this year. Flying.
Nope.
Flying in.
Definitely
I'll
So
flying.
you're not going to be selling anything this year?
No, not going to be selling. We are going in as press passes. So we will be with the press. We will be doing lots of interviews, lots of questions. We want to get a lot of people on this time. We want to get a lot of footage of the actual show. We actually might even break up into teams. You know, some of us might do interviews with some of our longtime friends and stuff that we've met on the page, and then maybe someone else will break off and get some interviews with some guests and, you know, at the show and some footage there.
Yeah, it's going to be different than we did last year. Last year, we made a huge mistake, or this past year, this 2022, we made a huge mistake. We didn't know what we were doing. We'd never had press passes before, but we got vendor tables and a press pass, and all we did was sit behind the table all weekend, except for Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon went around and got autographs.
Brandon went shopping the whole time.
Well, I needed to recruit some interviews for this next con that we're doing. So
Oh, that's true.
We were trying to do the two things at once, sell and video, you know, with the interviews and everything. And it was so much work. So this time it's just only press passes, and we'll be walking around doing tons of videos.
Yeah.
I could tell you I'm not going to miss standing behind a booth for 10 hours. So
No, not at all. I'm not going to miss setting it up and tearing it down either.
I'm
Next
curious as to what y'all's thoughts are on the 300 acres and what else do you think we're going to see there?
That's good. That's a good question, because I was flipping through one of the posts, and there's a few like really good ideas. One was like a golf tournament. I don't know how feasible that is. It looks a little, I don't know. One was like a paintball thing. We can do like the Imperials versus the Rebels. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do like a paintball.
But when would these take place? This would take place during the show? Like, you know, who wants to break away from the show and do this?
It moves some of the people, you know, out of the facility and outside. Because last year, we all know we were at the Sheraton. It was mobbed.
I mean, some people will enjoy some time outside. Not everybody's going to be in there the whole time. And if you do a paintball tournament or some other kind of challenge, whether it be golf or, you know,
is there a golf course
or
there?
something there? I don't think so.
No, but they would have to make
golf
some kind of some kind of like golf course or something.
ICC kickball tournament, something like that. You know, I don't know.
I'll do kickball tournaments.
Dodgeball.
They have the room now, so they can expand and they can do just all sorts of stuff. One of the other ones was like a music, you know, have like a larger like music area, like right outside.
Cool.
Yeah,
so that could be for like nighttime. Yeah,
DJs, whatever. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm really looking forward to everybody bringing their RVs and, you know, place to hang out and, you know, have a couple drinks with everybody out there out in the grass at night and RV sodas and you know, just doing that. I think that's a grand idea. So I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with that space, and I think they'll do it well. So
yeah. So we're gonna have a bunch of rolling toy stores out there in the RV lot.
Probably, yeah. That would actually be really cool. It's either that or do some kind of like vendor like section, like right on the outside. You know, have vendors inside, have some vendors outside. Well, depends on weather and everything, obviously, but
yeah.
I'm sure he'll have his regular petting zoo, and then the tattoo shop will be there, and then whatever else he had. I think.
I didn't even know there was a tattoo artist at the last one.
I didn't know either. I was only told.
Oh, there was.
It's crazy.
I might have gotten one or two.
Yeah.
There's a tattoo artist actually at Star Wars Celebration that had a whole area in the back, a celebration in the back of the convention center dedicated to tattoo artists and getting tattoos,
Wow.
which
You
was
walked
very
away.
surprising.
You walked away from the table so many times that we thought you left. You went home. You flew home. You went to go visit your wife and kids. Like
I might have.
no one knew where you were about 95% of the time.
I actually did fly home during that time.
Technically, he actually did.
I actually did. My sister decided to get married
The same weekend.
during ICCCON the same weekend.
Now, this is Memorial Day weekend. What do you think? How do you think that's going to affect the attendance?
I can tell you that my wife's not happy about it. So I know that we're going, but me and Charles, we have to fly home Sunday night, red eye. I have to be home for Monday.
What is going on? So I don't know what happens in the mid United States. I'm a little spoiled here where Memorial Day, start of the summer, all the beaches out here get slammed. So people fire up the grills, head to the beach. I don't know what people do in Tennessee. I don't know what people do in Georgia. John, you probably know since you're somewhat close to Nashville and where the venue is going to be held at. So I can only imagine. I don't know what you guys do during that weekend.
Memorial Day is usually just a day off from work, and you sit around and grill. Usually, I try to do ribs on Memorial Day.
It's the same thing.
Ribs.
It's the same thing we do.
Yeah, it's usually a huge beach day or pool and backyard barbecuing.
Yeah, that's
John
what we
makes
do.
John makes pizzas.
I'm telling you, that uni is amazing.
Hello, Domino's. Can I have 2 large Georgia pizzas? Yep, it's John. Thank you.
What was that? Was that your mouse?
Was that a Star Trek communicator?
Was that? Is that an actual phone? Oh, I thought it was like one of those old phones.
Flip phone?
A Zach Morris phone from Saved by the Bell.
No, I thought it was like a rotary, something that used to be in people's houses back in the
With a long
90s.
cord on it that stretched from one room to the other.
They call this a charger. You charge your phone.
It was a sad day when I realized that the landline to my house no longer was a thing.
Yeah, thank you. We were actually all sitting around like thinking like, what does Brandon think about the landline? Hopefully he tells us this episode.
I don't want to get off on a tangent. Anyway, so
Okay, Shane.
I'm curious to hear what everybody thinks about these 300 acres and what can be done there. So I know Michael's looking for ideas and what to do there, and I mean, if you got something, shoot it up.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's gonna be something with music.
Live music,
maybe
some games,
large section for the RVs.
lots of drinking, lots of selling, lots of buying.
Yep. Maybe like a whole slew of bouncers for kids, so you can walk out of the show and throw them on a bouncer. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you said bouncers. I was like, "Hey, kid, get back in there."
You can at least walk outside and throw your kids out there for a little while. Switch it up a little bit and then go back in.
Let's take a poll here. Who says Shane brings his kids this year? After what we heard about the cruise.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
It's hard with kids if you're going to bring your kids there. But if he has all this room and he can make it a little more kid friendly, I think he'll attract a lot more people.
Yeah.
I know if I brought my kids, they love Star Wars and they're going to walk around and they're going to look at stuff. But after a few hours, what are you going to really do? There's not really that much to do. If you're not buying anything, or you're not looking for something, maybe you can, walk them outside and they have music out there, or they have the bounce houses or something, a slip and slide.
Yeah. I think the autograph queues sound like they're going to be a little bit more manageable this next year with that much room. You know, they could probably have a whole pavilion.
Depends on the name of who's autographing as well.
Yeah, who's going to be there?
Well, I mean, like, you know, last year people were lined up around the building. So if it's in a pavilion or something, it looked like there were some pavilions out there, maybe too.
Shane Davidson. Shane Davidson's here.
They're lined up to get my autograph.
Where's Brandon? Getting an autograph. Where's Brandon? Getting an autograph. Where's Brandon? Getting an autograph. That's all it was.
Brandon's going to be standing online getting Shane's autograph at next year's show.
No,
Look at him rolling his eyes already.
I should have gotten Buff Bagwell's autograph for you.
Oh, I would have loved that too.
Didn't even think that.
Never heard of that name in my life.
What?
So
you never heard of Buff Bagwell?
Charles
Buff Bagwell. I heard of one Bagwell. His first name is Jeff, and he played baseball.
he sucks. This is Buff Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell did the patent move where he would run like this, and then he would go down and flex and go like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember Jeff Bagwell.
He always wore a top hat.
Jeff Bagwell played for the Astros. His card was actually worth quite a bit of money, but
not anymore.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Yeah. He was a Hall of Famer.
Buff Bagwell, another Hall of Famer.
True.
Hall of Fame of what?
WWE.
So back to what we're talking about. We all have our tickets. We all have our press passes already. It's next May. We're in August. So we already got our stuff. We have our hotel rooms booked. I know that there was 3 hotels you can choose from. And we chose, I forgot which one we chose, but
the Collector's Hotel, whichever one that one is. They're all really close to each other. So if you only booked a room somewhere else within those 3 hotels, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that where we are?
Yes. The Hilton Garden Inn.
Hilton Garden Inn.
Yeah. The Collector's whatever.
So are you rooming with John and Shane again, or what?
I'm driving an RV down, and I will be in the RV area.
So
I already talked to Buff Bagwell. He's gonna hitch a ride with me. He's gonna be signing autographs.
at the beginning of this show, number one topic, we're going to the ICCCON. Here's where it is. How did Buff Bagwell get his way into this conversation?
John.
How could he not edge his way into the conversation?
John derailed it. John derailed this topic.
Who, Shane?
So, anyway, if you were going to ICC, I'm talking to the people listening to this podcast. If you were going there in 2023, we want some ideas, some brainstorming on what to do with all that space, all that room for activities, outdoor activities. And we want to know what you're looking forward to and if you're going and, you know, where you're staying and what you're, you know, if you got any questions, please ask. We've got a couple of these under our belt. So we're pretty familiar with what happens. Now, this is a new venue, so we don't know anything about this venue or the hotels in that area. But if you're going, we want to hear from you and what you think about the whole thing.
Also, they actually have a couple of Facebook groups that you can join. ICC Nashville and ICC Collectors Convention, I believe it is.
Now, since he just butchered those, John will put those in the comments there. There's also an IC solo page for those that are going by themselves that might be a little afraid of, you know, whatever. Ask Shane all about it. He went there alone and unafraid and walked out of here with
he's
zero friends and 4 acquaintances. So
Shane is still alone.
0 friends and 4 acquaintances that he's got to deal with on this podcast. But other than that, I actually went on that solo page, the one that we all went to, just to see. And I remember he was on there asking all sorts of questions. I was like, I made a mental note, avoid that guy. Anyway.
Brandon made a mental note to avoid that guy, and then he sleeps with the guy in the same room and joins a podcast.
Then he starts a podcast with him.
Yeah,
I slept with John, not Shane.
Brandon slept with me, so.
Shane would not stop talking. So
another good thing about this is we don't have to worry about coming up with a design and getting banners ready and all that stuff for next year.
Merch.
Oh my gosh. We were at each other's throats, I think.
Yeah, what a disaster that was. That's why when you guys heard us talking about it in the last episode, how there was one time where we weren't sure how much longer the show was going to be going on. It was because of this.
Yeah.
We spent getting ready for the last year or this past year's show. There was just so much fighting and arguing, and no one would agree on anything, and it was a lot of bickering back and forth.
So we're gonna bring merch this time, but it's gonna be dated by year. So
it's gonna still be 2022 ICC from last year.
Exactly. So if you want a shirt or a patch or a sticker, come find us because we've got some.
Yeah.
Discounted prices.
Yes. And we're not going to be buying 150 shirts to sell again.
This is the Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl kind of prices on these. So on these t-shirts.
I think we should bring about 7 shirts this year. I think 7 would be a good number that we could sell out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going. We have press passes. We have the hotel. Next is flights. And that's it.
John's driving.
I'm definitely fine.
2 hours. 2-hour drive.
So the website is ICNashville.com for tickets. That's the main page, ICNashville.com. All the links for the hotels and the tickets and everything are through that website.
Yeah.
And they'll be listed down the bottom.
In the description. Yeah, we're going to put those links in the description if you want to go. So we're looking forward to it. We look forward to it every year just about.
Yeah.
So
it'll be good to see our friend action figure grader also.
Yeah.
Since he kind of lives close by.
Yeah, he's coming too, right?
Probably, yeah.
And we're going
not as a press pass, but
yeah.
And we're going to think about maybe doing a live podcast there.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about it yet, but
we're definitely doing a live podcast.
We're there. We're going to interview
podcast.
You all listening right now. If you've got stories you want to tell and want to come on the podcast, drop us a line and we'll have you on while we're there.
Yeah, absolutely. Interview some of our fans and some of the past guests, and hopefully we'll be able to interview some of the celebrities that they have there.
It's guaranteed, and Shane will be also guaranteeing drinks at the hotel bar.
Yes.
if you place your weapons in the hands of your loose figures, please do not contact us. Thank you.
Right. All right. Well, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you guys in person again. In come May. I almost said April because it was April this past year, right?
It's been April the last 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
End of April.
So looking forward to seeing you guys again. And I mean, hopefully we'll see. There's some other shows that are coming up that I really want to go to. I think Kane County has a fall or winter show, don't they? Doesn't Kane County have a winter show?
They normally have 2 shows a year, and I think this year they were having 3.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
I'm planning on going to the Great Ohio Toy Show in Cincinnati in October. And hopefully see some of you guys, some of the people there, some of our friends there for that. And I think I'm actually planning on going to Atlanta Comic-Con this year. So we'll see how it goes.
Man, John is the new Brandon, just going everywhere.
You guys want to come out to LA in the beginning of December? It's LA Comic-Con.
Oh, LA Comic-Con. Okay.
John wants to go to all the places that are within 35 minutes of his house.
Right. Well, Cincinnati's about 6 hours away. So.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't map it out. Hang on. Let me see. Yep. 6 hours. You're right.
But, yeah. Atlanta Comic-Con. I've never been, but We'll try to go this year. And Chattanooga Comic-Con, which is 8 miles away, is coming up also. So, all right, guys. Anything else about the ICCCON?
Excited for it. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everybody, all the people, all the fans of the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have 2,500 subs by then.
And we'll get rid of that.
We can bring the Razor Crest, right?
Oh, yeah.
It would be really nice, yeah.
It'd be cool if we could give it away there. Of course,
Yeah,
we said that this year too, but
I have to fly with that.
oh yeah,
Send it to John.
walking down the aisle of the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. All right, guys. Been another great episode, and wow, where's Shane again?
Who?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Where are we doing the shirts? Where are we doing the signs? Where are we doing the stickers? It's 4 Idiots Talking Toys from now on.
That's right.
We should hold a
Go to
contest.
480 Talking Toys.
Let's hold a contest, actually, and hold one open for the 5th spot. Let's just do interviews.
I know a couple people I think that would fit in perfectly. But
Sounds good. Sorry, Shane.
all right, Shane, it's been good having you on. We'll see you guys next week, and Shane will probably be back by then.
Yeah.
He should be. All right, guys, have a good night.
Have a good night. See you later.
Later, guys. Later.
Bye. Bye.